All right, and it's already 10:32, so I think we're just gonna dive right in. Fairly short agenda today. I just want to go over our sponsorship prospectus for the Superintendent and High School Leader Summit. We haven't had a chance to go through the full prospectus yet in one of these meetings, and we've officially rolled out all of these sponsorship opportunities. So I'll just screen share and walk you through it. And then you all can hop in and ask questions whenever they pop up for you. We can just have a conversation about what the opportunities are. And then I will drop a link to exhibitor registration as well. We do still have some booths available. And I've received the question a couple of times, can you attend as an associate member if you don't want a booth? And the answer to that question is yes, you can register just as an associate member attendee. All righty. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
With the prospectus, not my QuickBooks.
Right.
Right. Okay. So just diving straight in, we're doing Field Day again this year. And we have quite a few sponsorship opportunities available for Field Day, namely the title sponsor. That one would mean that you're the main sponsor for the event. It comes with the opportunity to say a welcome message and like a let the games begin. And then there are a couple of smaller ones, like if you want to sponsor the volleyball area, we'll put some signage out with your logos in front of the different things to indicate that you're the sponsor of that area. And then we have this little asterisk. If you have ideas for suggestions or how you might want to make this more personal for your brand, we are totally open to getting creative with Field Day. So let us know if you have any ideas about that. And one big question I often get when people are looking at sponsorship opportunities is, how do I get an opportunity to speak? And so I'll just call those out and make sure that you're all aware of which ones come with an opportunity to speak in front of attendees, because not all of them do. And so that title sponsor is one for the Field Day, and then the Sunday welcome reception. That one, again, also some creative freedom. We will do signage throughout the event, like little table stands, easel stands, and then you get to come up on stage and we'll have a static slide with your logo and you can come welcome everybody and kind of kick off the event.
Taylor, just an idea on the games, a photo op for the sponsor with the winners or participants would be good that we could use.
Oh, that's such a fun idea. I'll take that down. Give me 1 sec to process that.
That allows us to put it out on our social media and recognize SSDA as well as let people know we partner with you.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. All right.
One way to always get people more involved too is we could do like a raffle every time they like win a particular, maybe even just a like, we have cornhole, which was so fun last year. It got very competitive. But like every game, maybe for every time someone wins a game, they get a raffle ticket, and then we do a raffle at the end, and we could ask sponsors to bring or vendors to bring, maybe $100 and make it kind of more enticing.
Yeah.
More competitive.
Yeah, that too.
Our people do like to get competitive out there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Awesome. Thanks for those recommendations. Going back to the prospectus, we have Strand sponsorships. Those do come with speaking opportunities. That would be within the Strand that you sponsor. at some point throughout the program when they're in their individual sponsor breakouts. We have 2 left, so one of those have been picked up already. And then Monday morning breakfast sponsor, similar to reception, where you're going to have your signage throughout on tables and static slide on the stage. And that does come with a speaking opportunity as well. You got to say good morning to everybody, say a little bit about who you are, and kind of kick off that day. We're doing the booth crawl again. We're still working on finalizing our menus. We had some really constructive feedback about the size of like portions for the food last year. And so we're working on getting a bit creative with the venue right now on our menus. So those selections will come out soon. We're also trying to create some variety in price as well to make it accessible for everybody. So yeah, that will come out soon. More information to follow. And then keynote speaker sponsorships. That one, of course, comes with the opportunity to speak because you are introducing the keynote. Again, logo up on the screen on the stage. And you get to say a little bit about yourself in front of our entire audience because that's a keynote. So it'd be a general session, everybody in the room, as opposed to strand sponsor where you're speaking specifically to your target audience within the 3 strands. Lanyard sponsor is taken, and that concludes the sponsorship opportunities. This is a little bit on exhibiting, like setup time, exhibiting hours, breakdown. And we do have some spaces still available for for booths. So if you're interested in snagging a booth, I'll drop a link in the chat to registration for that. And then also FYI, or I guess just a reminder, if you are interested in sponsoring, reach out to Norma at ssda.org. Just email her and let her know what you're interested in doing, and she takes it from there. She'll provide you the logistics and confirm everything. I'll drop her email in the chat as well. Does anybody have any questions about the Soup Summit?
I have a quick question. The member booth is the associate booth, right? Like it's
Correct.
not. Okay.
Correct.
Not on sponsorships, but the actual conferences. What's your timeline for letting us know if we're presenting?
We are working on finalizing that as we speak. I think that our goal is to have it figured out in the next week or 2.
Thank you.
Yeah. Here's that. Just dropped the registration link in the chat as well. We do now have a skeleton of our agenda on the website. Like Jim and I just discussed, we still haven't selected our speakers. So those will come soon on the agenda, but the timeline is available for you to review. I just dropped a link in the chat to that as well. I think that just about does it for the summit. Moving on, then we just wanted to let you all know that we are in the process of planning regionals for next year. So exciting news, they're for sure happening. We are having our board members work with us on coordinating and planning regionals within their area. So I think right now we're still nailing down dates, but it's in the works and we'll provide more information on that soon.
How many regionals are you looking at, do you think?
Well, I think we have an ambitious goal of 1 per region. We have 11 regions.
Okay. Yeah, that's more than you used to do, so
It's
that's good.
much
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
Much more than we used to do. But we haven't done them in so long and we have so many board members. We're like, let's see if we could do it. And we'll see how many we end up making happen. But we're shooting for the stars here.
Can you just give a quick background of what that entails, the regionals?
Yeah, so regionals are a smaller in-person event where we invite our members within a specific region, typically to go to like a county office of education for 1 day of professional learning. And then there's minimal sponsorship visibility in the sense that we only have a couple of associate members attend because it is a smaller group, but in those that do attend have a high visibility opportunity in the sense that you get to sponsor like a lunch or a reception and be there involved with the professional learning, but it's just a 1 day dealio. George, did you have anything to add?
No, I don't, but I know that was a wish of this group. It was to bring back the regionals. Getting the intimacy of SSDA is having our associates in close proximity in a small setting, based off the region. And it also helps us, do some recruiting, to get more members involved in
Yeah.
SSDA. So we're excited about it. Each board member, and I haven't seen the list, has signed up for a month. So we're going to try to do one a month. They did have a suggestion of possibly moving them all 11 before March, before the state conference. That way, as we're recruiting members to be part of, it also, develops those relationships so they may attend the March conference as well. So stay tuned. We'll get that out. That will be something Yuri will pick up and communicate with you on a frequent basis through these meetings.
Thanks, George.
Taylor, any update on registration for the summer conference? What are the numbers looking like?
I can grab the numbers. I think we're at about 70 right now.
If I'm not mistaken, we budgeted, or we're shooting for about 150. Was that right? 130, 150, something like that.
150 is the goal. Yeah.
And there are numerous superintendent changes going on right now.
So many. Yeah.
In the
So
Tri-Valley,
many.
right now where I am, 4 of the 5 have retired or moved.
Wow. Yeah, we typically see a large increase in registration the month before our events. It might just be our community, but our people are like, we'll get there. It's still far away. And then the month before the event comes and everybody's like, okay, now time to register. And you know how the end of the school year is. So I'm sure we'll get to at least over 100 with being at 70 right now. I think 150 is a pretty realistic goal.
Jim, are you still working with HYA? You're on mute, Jim.
Yeah, George, I've downgraded from being an associate to a senior advisor. So I'm not doing searches per se, but I'm doing help on searches. But in the Bay Area, we have Pleasanton, Livermore, San Ramon, and Sunol open.
Yeah.
And Albany.
And we're seeing that. I think El Dorado had 3 just move out. I know where I was at in Placer County, I think when I left, there was 6 new within a year. So there's a lot of change. My question was centered around, we'd love to get a partnership and at least a communication piece from HYA when they put somebody in a seat in California so that we can reach out to them. So if you could get us in contact with somebody.
I'll pass that on to Nancy, our COO, and
Okay.
I'll copy you and Taylor on the email to her.
Perfect. That's great.
Okay.
Alrighty. Does anybody have any other questions or comments? Okay. Quick and efficient.
You
Well,
know, actually, Taylor, we SiteLogic does a lot of email campaigning. If you would like us to send something out to our kind of index on this, because there are so many changes of superintendents, we'd be happy to do that. If you could make like a PDF or something, we'd be happy to distribute it. I've noticed a lot of superintendent turnover recently myself. So just making sure, since we have them going directly to the schools, that email is probably being picked up regardless. So just putting it out there. Help.
is wonderful. Yeah, I'll definitely take you up on that.
Okay, just okay, great. Yeah, I've got like, you know, like 370 something superintendent contacts.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll send something your way
Okay.
back.
All right.
Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.
All right. Any other volunteers? Just kidding.
Right.
Alrighty. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day and a good weekend. Reach out when you have any questions. My email is taylor@ssda.org if you didn't already know that. And again, norma@ssda.org for questions about the event.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Sure.